Hey guys, I'm Atomic from Team Envy, and I'm here to show you how to do some of the more advanced mechanics in Rocket League. Let's jump right into it. The first advanced mechanic I'm going to discuss is the wave dash. So the wave dash is usually used to recover and sort of just gain speed when you don't have boost. People just do it, like pros do it all the time without thinking, and it should be like second nature to you when you're playing. There's two ways to do it. Most people do it coming off the wall, but you can also do it on the ground. So this is what it looks like on the ground, like that. But people usually do it when they're coming off the wall. So let's say you're driving on the wall and you're gonna go down like that. You like flip into the floor. So yeah, the way to do it is on the ground. You jump once, and you have to time it when you're about to touch the ground to flip forward. So it's like if you were just doing a flip like this, but you're actually flipping forward once you're on the ground, and it adds speed. And so if you're doing it off the wall, same thing. If you were gonna do like a flip like this, you do the same thing, but you time it correctly, so it's like this. And that gives you some extra speed when you don't have any boost. Alright, so the second advanced mechanic that I want to teach you guys today is the speed flip, and it looks a little bit like this, which is may seem kind of normal to some of you guys. Like maybe you might already be doing the speed flip. That's what happened to me, and like a lot of pros I know, like they just kind of learn to flip this way. Yeah, it's like the fastest way you can move around in the game. But for me, so you start off doing like a diagonal flip, so like something like this, right? You've probably all done diagonal flips. I was kind of flip canceling there, but just, right there I did it again. This is just like a diagonal flip. Then you're gonna want to like flip cancel, so pull your stick backwards since you were trying to flip forwards, and it'll do it like kind of like this. And then lastly, you add boost, and then you cancel again. That way your card doesn't flip over, and that's how I do it. So the third mechanic I'm going to teach you guys today is how to flick. I'd say definitely the absolute most important thing on this list is learning how to flick, because even if you can speed flip and even if you can pinch the ball or wave dash, you need to be able to actually make plays when you have the ball, so you can lead your team to a win, right? So to flick, right, the first thing you're going to want to learn how to do is dribble around in free play with a ball on your hood. You want to have really good ball control and really good card control. That way the ball just stays on your hood no matter where you're going. If you speed up, it'll stay on your hood, and if you slow down, it'll stay on your hood, right? So this just takes a lot of practice. There's really nothing you can say to like help. It's just how you see it, right? You just want to drive around with the ball on your hood and do it for a long time so it feels natural. So now that you got more natural with dribbling with the ball on your hood, the next part is actually getting the flick off, like you just saw right there. Like it can be a front flip flick, or it can be sort of like a 45-degree flick. There's lots of different types of flicks in Rocket League, but they all do the same thing. They all just try to move the ball forward pretty fast. And the reason you do want to have them all in your arsenal is because let's say you're sort of trying to score, and the net's more to your left. A 45-degree flick is better for scoring than maybe like a front flip flick, right? So even though they do all the same thing, you're gonna want to get familiar with all of them. But anyways, so if you want to learn how to flick, I'll do the front flip flick, which is pretty standard. Get the ball on your hood, and then sort of position it a bit more towards the front of your hood, and then jump, and then flip forwards. It's just like if you were doing a normal flip like this, but you have good enough ball control to make sure the ball stays on your hood while you do that. So let's say the ball's on the front of your head and you want to flip forward just like that, and it gets lots of height and it can beat defenders pretty easily. So this one for sure is the mechanic I'd recommend learning the most, and yeah, put a lot of time into this one so you can use it in your ranked teams to win games. Alright guys, so the last tip for today's video is going to be how to pinch the ball on the ground and on the wall. The more common pinch is definitely on the wall, and it's probably way more useful, I'd say, because some of the people that you may watch, somebody like Pulse Fire, who I really like his videos, but like the setup that you do, you have to have a lot of space to pinch from the ground, right? So oftentimes you're gonna be playing ranked, and in ranked people are gonna try and make sure you don't have a lot of open space, right? So if you're kind of taking all this time to set up a ground pinch, right, and the ball's floating for a long time, and the guy's not just going to sit in net waiting for you to pinch it, right? So even though it's not as useful, I'll still teach you how to do it, right? But I'd say definitely focus on the wall pinch. But for the ground pinch, you want to roll the ball up the wall, hit it up, then once you're on the ceiling, wait for it to hit the ground, and then pinch, flip into it, or you can just land on it. These are they're actually really hard to get good at. Like, I know pretty much no pros are like actually good at these, because like there's really almost no scenarios where this would be a really good play, since the defender has so much time to close the angle between you and the ball, right? Since you're floating for so long. But wall pinches are something that are actually pretty valuable to learn. So wall pinches can be used to clear the ball, to literally just score, or like pinching it with your teammate, to like help you get out of a bad situation. So if you want to learn how to pinch on the wall, it takes quite a bit of time, and it's all about the setup, right? So the ball has to be in a good spot. So rolling up the wall like that, you're going to want to jump at it and arrow in the direction you saw me arrow. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I'll try to do it again. So has to be in a really good setup. Ball has to be rolling at a pretty good pace. Then you arrow like that and flip into the wall. If you want it to go directly in, that takes like, you just got to do more practice and make sure to understand what way to arrow. But I'd say in pro play, it's also very hard to just get a pinch that goes straight in, or like they happen so little at the time. Like, I wouldn't say just go directly for net every time, but they're really good to like maybe confuse the other team and just get the ball out of your zone when you don't have boost and you want to like make sure your team can go get boost, right? So again, it's just roll it up the wall a bit, arrow to the side, and then flip into it, and it'll pinch very fast. And it's very hard to react to as a defender. The people pushing up will be out of position, and your teammates pushing up will actually be in a position to like do something with the ball. I hope these advanced mechanics helped you in your ranked games, and I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.